Welcome to Darkest Hour Leveling Tips. My name is Thiel, and here is tip number 1. Save and save often. Did you know there is a autosave feature in the SDK? That's right. Basically, every 5 minutes, your SDK will autosave what you're working on. The saves are done in a sequence of up to 10 saves, and they are saved to the RO Maps folder. Here I'm working on, well, not really working on, but showing you some changes I've made to raids, which is not good changes, but just to show you that I've made changes. I've made these tiles floating in the air above the road, I've made these sunken into the ground, and I've raised the roofs a little bit. But now let's just say I've done all this work and my editor crashes, or my power goes off, or whatever. To simulate that, I'm just going to close out of the editor and select No to save changes. And I'm going to open up the editor again. And what I want to look at is which file was last modified, because most people aren't going to know when they last saved. That's definitely the case for me. So what you're going to want to do is when you first open the editor, you're going to want to go to File to Open, and you're going to want to sort your RO Maps folder by date modified. And as you can see here, there was one about 4 minutes ago, and the last time my version of raids that I was working on was modified. It's going to be very old because I didn't change it at all. Let's see here, raids. It's not even been, yeah, so basically I haven't worked on it in about 22 days. So so you're going to want to open up your Maps, RO Maps auto version of it, and this is the most recent one, so I'm going to open this, and as you can see, the things will still be floating, so you can see the work I've done on it. Now, it's important that you don't keep working on this version, because you're working on an autosave. You're working on auto9.rom, which will eventually get overwritten. So you're going to want to go to File and Save As, and save it back over the map that you want to work on. This might be a good time to rev up if you want to do that. But that's it. That's the autosave feature. You can actually modify the how often it saves, but I've left it at the default, and haven't had a lot of problems or lost too much content. There's one thing I do want to bring up, that if you're running multiple editors, it will only autosave on the most recent editor. So if you're, say, working on one map and you bring up another editor to look at or copy stuff from another map, it will start saving autosaves from that other leveler, and you're going to want to close that out as soon as possible, or make sure that the one that you're working on is the one that's most recent, because otherwise it won't autosave from it, and then you can lose work. Alright, that's tip number 1.